Chris Jericho has said that Roman Reigns is on his list of people that he would like to see in AEW. And, to be fair, a lot of it was clickbait. He said that anybody would want Roman Reigns in their wrestling promotion, and that WWE has sort of been doing Roman a disservice, and that if they wanted him to be truly a big, big star, they would just let him be himself. I have to agree with Chris on that. I think when Roman is genuine and real, it comes across, and people know, like the whole phrase that the truth has a certain ring to it. When you let a guy be themselves but just turn the volume up on it, that's when the audience is going to connect to a character in most cases. Not saying The Undertaker is actually an undead zombie. But with Roman Reigns and a character like that, when they relaxed him a little bit, it was when he did his best work on the mic. So I have to agree with Chris on this.
Yeah, and I think a good example is, listen, I didn't watch FCW or the early days of NXT back in the day, but I guess when Roman Reigns was starting out there, I think it was a clip on Instagram or something. It was like an old video of Roman Reigns, or young Roman Reigns, starting out there, and kind of this character he was going for at the time. It was just he was very suave, or he was just smooth, but he was good on the mic. Or God, I wish I could find the clip, but it was just the way he was talking. He just seemed confident, and it was just a good character. He just seemed confident.
He's
when
cool.
He was saying.
He's got swagger. He's not saying tater tots. He's not saying sparkle crotch, or one of those might have been Seth Rollins. But it's this 6 of one, half dozen of another. Yeah, absolutely. I think you have to believe in what you're going out there to do, and I think he was at the top when I think maybe Raw wrestling, WWE, was at its most scripted level.
Yes. And
it's hard for some people to exist in that scripted nature as well as they would do as, broad guidelines. Which is why I feel personally, as of right now, I'm a better radio / commentator than maybe I am a TV anchor. Okay. Because I exist, I'm able to be a little bit more freeform here and on commentary than as opposed to just reading off a prompter or reading off a script kind of deal. Can do it, but I like being able to, if something strikes me in the moment, having the latitude to pursue that moment and create something that maybe we hadn't intended that was really good. So I think for wrestlers, that's sort of where they like to exist too. They are the greatest improv artists in the world. And some people do well with the script, some people don't. Roman might be just one of those that just doesn't do as well with that. He feels stifled by it. His true personality can't shine as much in that environment, and that's what I've seen.
Absolutely. It's come on, you look at Roman Reigns, his family background. I mean, between his dad and his brothers and his cousins, with The Rock and the Usos and Rikishi, and just, his dad, and all the I'm sure a family gathering for them, or family reunion, must be so much fun. They're all probably just big fun personalities and know how to beat off each other. So imagine Roman just being himself and letting loose. He's probably naturally gifted like that. So, and that's kind of what I saw in that video clip of him back in the day. He was I think he was wearing a suit or something, but he was very just cool, and he was just a cool character. And I saw the comments, people were like, this is who Roman should be on TV right now. He would be so over because people would believe what he's doing, and he's a badass that way. And so I think, as you said, Roman's time on the main roster has been, quote, WWE's most, heavily scripted, a ton of writers telling them what to say. And you're from my experience of doing stuff where you have all these lines in your head and you're trying to remember to say it just comes out more robotic than anything. And so that's why, Roman, and his in-ring work, that's a whole nother thing. But what he does in the ring, if it's done with the right person, it's very still compelling. It's big spot move after spot move. With that and a good character, I think he would have been he's awesome. I think for the most part, Roman Reigns, he does get a bad rap. And I think he's I mean, come on, when you're the number one guy, when you're Vince's guy, sure, the fans are going to hate that and think they're being forced down our throat. But come on, it's not his fault. He's just doing his job.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And so, Roman Reigns is terrific, and he is a superstar. And so I agree with Jericho's assessment of him and how to get the best out of him.